Welcome back. One more new session for this bio. You have to start new chapter 15. As already you know that chapter 14 deleted by CBSE, right? 30% syllabus deleted from NCERT book. So in that chapter 14 complete ecosystem, right? So now we have to start chapter 15. 13 we have already covered. Now then 15, biodiversity and conservation. What does it mean, biodiversity? In previous class, in class 9th I think, or in class 9th I think you have done this diversity. Diversity means diversity. In class 11th also diversity in animals, and first chapter that will be diversity in living world. So now diversity means various forms, right? Diversity means various forms. Bio means we talk about living things, right? So here in this chapter we have to see whatever means different forms of living organisms, whether we will, that will be plants and animals. Now what are their percentage in each, how that will be growing, in one area is more, in another area is less, why? Now the second portion is conservation. How can we conserve these? Because when one chapter we have that ecosystem, in the food chain is there, or ecological balance will be there. In that chapter we have to study. We have to study in that, but the chapter is not there. So that conservation, because each and every living organisms having their own significance to maintain ecological balance, right? If in any food chain, if any one organism missed, then that will the whole food chain will be disturbed. One food chain means number of food chains will be disturbed. It will miss our ecological balance will be disturbed. So then priority is to conserve these biodiversity organisms, right? So now first of all, in that variety, how can, number of forms are there, number of means, as you know, when we talk about the macromolecules and micromolecules in cell, right? Now then the variety of these macro or micromolecules which are present in cell, that is also having the variety. And when we talk about the biomes, the largest ecosystem, now then in through that number of forms we are getting of number of organisms are there, and it means still number of more have to come, means now there are number of there that we are not knowing our name, which are not included in that list, but that is these are. So now then we have to see here, one by sociologist, not biologist, there is sociologist Edward Wilson. He had told about the biodiversity, combined diversity all levels. We can say molecular level, you can say genetic level, ecological level, species level, macromolecular level, whatever, means combined diversity at all levels, right? Now that we will call macromolecules to biomes. So that in this chapter we see that vast variety of living organisms. When we want to include in all, from macromolecules to biomes, so that chapter is not this portion, it cannot include in that all those forms, all those varieties in this particular chapter. So now then we have to take in some few we have taken. So in your book is also given that first is the genetic level, then species level, and third one ecological level. 3 levels are there of biodiversity, that is genetic level, species level, ecological level. One example given in that book also, that is raw Wolffia vomitoria, which are found in the Himalayan range. Now then that raw, it is means that is a popular or special characteristics of this flower that will be having the one that is a medicinal value. Plants having medicinal value, right? This is having medicinal value because of one chemical. Medicinal value because of one chemical that is called razor pine. Because of this razor pine, now that is a very important flower. Now the variety it is grown in Himalayan region, and now then that having the characteristic of razor pine, one, and then second potency. Potency means they have got the reproduction power is more, they can grow very fast and in that Himalayan region, means that is a variety of this variety is found in Himalayan region. Now then second is that more than 50,000 genetic strain or types of variety of rice itself, more than 50,000. When we talk about mango, then more than 1,000. This is more than 50,000, and this is more than 1,000 mango variety. And nowadays you see that number of mangoes are there, mango season is there, you see that different names are there, but you know very few. While that we have got the varieties of more than 1,000 varieties of mango. So all these are because of genes are changed. Here genetic strain we are talking because of the gene. In this raw welfare, the gene is there which is meant for the production of this razor pine chemical. Or that is also, that one gene is also there that is having the potency, and then they are increasing the potency of this particular flower. So it means that is a genetic. In that also rice is because of genes. Then there we have got more than 50,000. Here also the more than because of gene, that is a more than 1,000 varieties of mango. So these are genetic level, right? So then biodiversity, these are the different varieties are there. When we talk about species level, in a species level, that is, in Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. In Western Ghat, we have got more amphibian species are there when we compare with the Eastern Ghat. Means in that particular Western, this is about the Himalayan region, that is in the just generally it will say rice and mango. That will be in the Western Ghat, more species of amphibians are in comparison of comparatively that Eastern Ghat. So now that is also the biodiversity, or that is at species level. When we talk about ecological about ecosystems, in India, when we talk about only India, then forest ecosystem, desert ecosystem, ocean ecosystem. Now then means all that particular place where the varieties, different varieties are grown. In the forest, especially in some forest are there, different varieties are there. And when we talk about desert, the different varieties are there. So when we talk about we will see the ecological point of view or ecosystem point of view. So we will see the vast variety of organisms or living organisms in different type of ecosystem. So now that is also we can say ecological level. So there are a number of levels are there. We are discussing only 3. And the board exams, this question about 2 or 3 times it will be for genetic level. Maybe they are given the example and then they ask the which level. Maybe they are giving that genetic level, then you have to write the examples. So now then it should be both sides, you have vice versa, you have to learn. Now that is the 2-3 times. Sometimes that will be about rice and mango also, then being asked by CBSE. Now then these are only few are there. So I told about that ecosystem. When we talk about ecosystem, the different areas are there. Maybe these variety are, as you know, the organism and population we have done. So we see that temperature, water, means climate, abiotic factors also playing a very significant role in that survival of all these organisms. Right? According to their outer abiotic factors, according to the outer surroundings or environment, then the plants are growing. Desert plants are different. Himalayan region plants are different, means depending on that climatic factors also. So when we have, then in your book is a pie chart is given. Just see that pie chart, okay. Now then, because very general chapter is there, that is only numbers are given. Now I am telling you about the pie chart is given. In that pie chart, you can open your other page number, this page number 260. Now this one, this is pie chart, right? Here we can say the question will be there from by CBSE. Maybe they are giving the pie chart and 2-3 blanks are there and they have to write the names. Are very important. The 3 pie charts are given. One you see invertebrates, right? Then you see only look after the vertebrates. In class, 11th class also the largest phylum is Arthropoda. We have done. So you see in this pie chart maximum area covered by insects. Right? Or you can say arthropods. So now that will be, it means that will be that maximum part of this pie chart. Now then, just after that, that will be other animal groups. That green color, the second largest part is, second largest phylum is the mollusk. Green color mollusk is there. Now then, a small portion that is a crustacean. So now then, as it is, that chart will be there and you have to write blanks are there. So you should know about that maximum part covered by the insects, the other animal groups, mollusk and crustacean, very smaller portion of that. Second, when we talk about the vertebrates, when we come to the vertebrates, you see 50-50, means pie size of fishes. 50%, that's pie chart, 50% is covered by fishes only. And rest of the 50% divided into different, that is the mammals are, then birds. Just after you see birds and reptiles, you see that pie chart and then you see both are equal. These pie charts are both are space are equal. So now then birds and reptiles then amphibians and mammals. So you see that question can be asked about that pie chart they had given, and then this pie, on the basis of this pie chart, then questions can be asked. So then you should know about this pie chart. You have to learn these pie charts. Now the third part is there that is given, plants, invertebrates, vertebrates, and then plants. You see in plants one angiosperm, right? Maximum part of angiosperm and fungi, and now then mosses, then ferns, and here algae and lichens. All these are in the plants cases that it will be covered in a. So now then maximum part covered by fungi and angiosperm, and rest of the portion that will be ferns, mosses, algae and lichen. So these are small, means these are, you can see that the various forms are there. Maximum parts are occupied that one, suppose we consider arthropods. So then here diversity in arthropods are, many species of arthropods are there, that is a diversity. So now on these charts are telling us that means we indicating that which group of organisms are more, and which are, then what are the percentage of that. When we talk about the percentage, we can approximate percentage we can tell by these charts, pie charts, right? So now these are the, means first labels are there, then second one the in what category of organisms are there more and less according to their pie chart. Now when we talk about that in India, mainly in India, that will be 2.4%. Means the 2.4% land area of 2.4% of the total world area, means it is given in your book also. Then that is a, means 2.4% of the world's land area India is having. So now then that will be having, India means in that all variety of number of plants and animals are also there. Now you see that, but whatever the numbers are given, you have to go through that numbers are there. Means these numbers, still I told that number of microorganisms are there, still there, which are to be studied or to be given names. Number of, I think that millions of microbes are still there. As you know that COVID-19, that is recently, recent microbes which will be occur in the existing. So now then alleged it was not known. So now then it means number of microbes are there which is still to be, means we are just going through that. So when, but if that will be all included there, so I think that will be millions of varieties are there in that on this earth about whether plants or animals, then that will be still to be studied. So now then whatever at present, still we have a number of varieties are there. So we see that biodiversity pattern, means here we will just take it out, then what are, why it is. So I told the climatic factors also responsible for that. They are playing significant role. When we are talking about desert plant, already we have done adaptations, and we have done the how these temperature, soil, water, light, they are responsible for their growth. And now then what we, so what we will do the biodiversity patterns. So first latitude pattern. First pattern, biodiversity pattern, that is latitudes. As in case and geography, we have in class till 8th I think you have done, no sorry 10th, you have done latitude pattern. Means first pattern is a latitude pattern. All of you know about equator? You know about equator? No. Latitudinal, latitudinal, there are two patterns, right? First pattern, latitudinal pattern, means tropical region and equator, polar region, polar region and equator, right? Now then the temperature varying from equator to polar region, right? As we are moving from, suppose this is a globe, means that is suppose this one, right? Now that is the equator. When we are going towards this one or towards this one, means away from equator. This is equator, then we are moving towards north, towards south, whatever, but we are moving away from. So as we are moving forward, so now then that diversity is decreasing. Means that biodiversity is decreasing at the polar region, that is minimum. These polar regions, that is minimum, and the maximum in this area, right? That is called tropical region. Means this region is called tropical region, and this region is called temperate temperate region. Means here what I am telling that when we are moving away from this equator, so now then that diversity decreasing, whether towards this side or towards that side, but decreasing, because you know that why it is so. Again, that maximum number of, as you know in your book is also there is a number of examples, that is here you can say that one examples are there as we are moving away from that. Then one example is given here from this Colombia, right? They are talking about Colombia located near the equator, right? So then they have got 1400 species of birds, just 1400, right? Just in New York, they are talking about New York. New York at the 41 degree north has 105, means 1400, and then means away from that equator. Now the next Greenland, that is 71 degree north side, now that is having 56 only, means 1400, then 105, and then only that one, that is only 56 species of birds. Means you say number is decreasing, means maximum those are here in that Colombia 1400, then moving away, then New York, that is your 105, then one more, then we are going to the Greenland, they have got only 56 birds are there. So which shows that we, when we are moving away from this equator towards the pole or towards the temperate region, so then the species diversity decreasing, or then biodiversity decreasing, right? In India, which much of its land area and tropic, means here in what about India? In India, mostly the land area, 2.1% of total land area, that will be maximum, that will be existing in the temperate tropical region. Means that will be the maximum area will be in tropical region. It means tropical region means they have got the more variety and more biodiversity, and comparatively which are moving away from towards the temperate region. Means about when we talk about only India. Now then when we talk about the Amazon forest, have you heard the Amazon? Amazon is a rich biodiversity, or richest biodiversity that will be found in the South America. Now Amazon forest, have you heard? Or recently you have seen that is a fire in Amazon forest. Now that will be, means here the maximum variety of living things, or that is the richest biodiversity. Now the number of forests are there, and Amazon is also known as the lungs of planets. Now our planet, Earth planet, that is because number of plantation is there, which will be refreshing air, and which we are using oxygen. So then it is also known as lungs of planet. Lungs of planet, lungs of Earth. You can say Earth planet. We are surviving on this Earth. So now then that will be. It means that when we are moving away from equator to temperate region, so then the biodiversity will be decreasing. Biodiversity is there, species are there, organisms are there, but not so in number is decreasing. As when we compare with this region, this tropical region, that will be very less. Now then why it is, the region is there. Now just you will mark in that in your book also, that is 3 regions are there, or that question will be again number of times it will be. Means why, what is the region? What is the region that in that side is the tropical region, more biodiversity, means in tropical region more biodiversity in comparatively than temperate region. The region is first one, they are number of, first region is there. Why? Because in tropical region, that is undisturbed, means that the climatic factors are not disturbing them, means that will be in that temperate region, number of times the glaciers fall. Now number means very chill is there, so different type of climatic activities are going on. So now that will be disturbing the biodiversity, while in the tropical region that will be, means that is stable. So then speciation is not will be the function. Here the speciation, number of times that species are changing, or speciation will take place. Now but here that is a balanced. So first one, because of that climatic activity, in your given you can mark in that page number, just you will go to 61 page number. Now first is there speciation, you can mark underline that one. Speciation is generally a function of time, means that is not unchanged, they are not changing, keep on changing, unlike temperate regions subjected to frequent glaciations in the past, means number of climatic activities, and now then tropical latitudes have remained relatively undisturbed, means tropical region, because of that is a not so frequent climatic activities will take place here. So then we have got more variety while they are keep on changing. So now that is a disturbed, or that will be undisturbed. So this one is the first tropical region, that is a more climatic activities, means in tropical region undisturbed climate, you can say, right? No speciation take place very frequently, speciation, and while in case of temperate climatic activities, or you can say glaciation, जो in your book it is written climatic activities, glaciations. Second region is there. What will be the second region? You can mark it that one region. Now then come to the second region. Second region, tropical environments. Tropical environments, unlike temperates, are less seasonal. Means here in that tropical region, that is a seasonal, then less seasonal. Less seasonal means that is not changing. That environment or temperature is not changing frequently. That is a less seasonal. While in case of temperate, that is a keep on changing there. So this is also the region that is a biodiversity is less. In that temperate region, that is more. Now then third region is there. This is third region. These are means solar energy, sunlight. Means here some more sunlight is available. More sunlight is available in tropical region, right? More sunlight is available in tropical region, so that because you know for light is also the main factor for growth. So now then that will be sunlight is available in the more sunlight is there, so then they are growing more. So now we have got more biodiversity there. So these are the three regions, and why I am telling you, because that is a 2 or 3 times. This is a board question there, right? In the board exam CBSE, that question will be asked, what is the region? Different way the asking questions, the question language is different, but answer will be same. 3 regions are there. One is there, that will be the first is the undisturbed, means no lot of number of climatic activities are not occur, as in temperate region more climatic activities are there. Second one, that is a less seasonal. In tropic region, seasons are not keep on changing frequently, so that is a stable and a stable environment, so then the more the biodiversity is there. Now the third one is the more sunlight is available in tropic region, means you know sunlight is one of the factor for growth. So now then in this region more sunlight is there in comparison to temperate region, so the more growth of organisms are there. So these are the, means that is a latitudinal pattern, means that latitudinal pattern means where we are moving from equator to tropic region, equator to temperate region. So then the biodiversity is decreasing, while in equator biodiversity is more. As in the examples are given, Colombia, New York and Greenland. We will see then when they are moving towards the north or south, whatever the location of that countries, now that will be towards the north or towards the south. So now then that will be indifferent. They have given the example of, in your book, example of birds. In case of this, 1400 birds are there. When we talk about New York, only 105 birds are there. And when we talk about the Greenland, 56 birds. Means as we are moving to away, so then that is decreasing. When we talk about India, then you know that the total land area, world's land area, 2.1% for India, in India. Now that land area, most of the land area falls in tropical region, and in geographical condition of our country. So now then that is a maximum area will fall on in this tropical region. So that tropical region already we are telling that is a more biodiversity is there. So now then India is also having the richest in biodiversity. So now then that is a pattern. Now second, already we have done the type variety. various variety of biodiversity, that will be the genetic level, species level, ecological level, right? So today we will take it because second pattern is there which will not concluded in this session, so we will take later on. Okay, next session we will take second one that is species area relationship, right? Species, I can give species area relationship means that will be that one biologist was Thunder Humboldt, that is given that one formula for that species area. Second pattern, species area relationship. Now means that is what is the first one, latitudinal pattern, second one species area relationship. Means here, you know, simple example I am giving. Simple means simple when we talk about a grassland ecosystem, right? In that area is low, so you know definitely naturally that is a low biodiversity is there, means less number of species are there. It means grass is there, small only shrubs and herbs are there when we talk about only grassland, right? Simple small grassland. So now then here the area, a small area is there, so small number means that is a less number of biodiversity is there. When we talk about forest ecosystem, very vast area is there, so maximum variety of species or living organisms are present there, whether plants or animals, because area is more. In that you see when we talk about in this room, your classroom is there, so then that classroom is meant for that, you know, if large hall in your school, you see auditorium is also there, 200 students, near about approximate 200 students can sit there, can be accommodated in that room, because area is more. When we talk about in your classroom, how many students? Hardly 40 students are sit properly or comfortable because of area. Means if area is more, so more persons can be accommodated. But when the less area is there, so less number of, as you talk about auditorium or you can talk about your class, so you can compare the numbers. In the same case here, species area relationship, if area is less, minimum area of that, minimum biodiversity is there. If more area is there, so more varieties are there. Means as you know, directly proportional. Species diversity, richness of species diversity is directly proportional to the area. If area is increasing, so then biodiversity is also increasing. If area is decreasing, biodiversity is also decreasing, right? So the second pattern, we will in the next session we will do this species area relationship, because it is not possible, the formula is there, graph is there, it is not possible to complete it in this session. So that next session we will start this one, that is given, that formula is given, that is study done by Humboldt scientist was there, a biologist, ecologist you can say, then they had done, right? So now then in that till what we have done, the levels of biodiversity, species level, genetic level and ecological level, and examples also given. In genetic level, what is given? Rauwolfia, vomitoria plant which are grown, which are found in Himalayan range. In that they have got, that is specially for chemical, or that chemical is razor pine. And second one we have seen that one, potency is also there. Number of genetic strain of rice, means number variety of rice in India, you can say in India, number of, you know, basmati, have you heard about basmati? Now different type of basmati there in India. So now then that is a more than 50,000 strain, genetic strain, different type of genes for basmati rice. Now then that will be more than 50,000. In the same case of mangoes, when we talk about mangoes, more than 1,000 varieties of, that is a genetic level, means because of their genes, their taste is changed, their variety is different, name is given. So now then in genetic level, when we talk about species level, we have given the example of Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. In Western Ghat, you know, more amphibian species are found, but comparatively when compared to Eastern Ghats, that is a species level, which species are more in that particular area, in which area. When we talk about ecological level because of ecosystem, right? In different ecosystems are there, different varieties are there. When we talk about forest ecosystem, number of varieties are there. pond ecosystem, ocean ecosystem, desert ecosystem, number of. So now then that will be different type of varieties are there. So that is a variety biodiversity is in different levels are there, genetic level, species level and ecological level, right. Then we have seen the patterns. There are two main patterns of biodiversity. One is called latitudinal pattern, second one is called species area relationship. In latitudinal pattern, the one thing is that when we are moving away from equator, so the biodiversity will decrease, right. When we coming from equator to polar area or temperate region to equator, then variety is increasing. Means in the equator, that is called tropical region. In a polar region called temperate region. So it means in conclusion the tropical region having more biodiversity in comparison to temperate region. I told about the three regions are there. Why it is so? First region is there because in tropical region there is less climatic activities are there. So then that is species are undisturbed. No speciation will take place. That will be millions of years after that one species are formed. Then it means that is undisturbed, so the more variety. In temperate region, frequently the climatic activities will be there. So then the biodiversity will be keep on changing. Now the second region is there, third less seasonal. Means seasons are not there, means that is not too much changes are there in the seasons. So now then the more variety. In temperate region, that will keep on changing. Third is there, that is in tropical region, sunlight falls more in comparatively temperate region. So then because sunlight is one of the factor, then the more sunlight it falls, the more growth, more biodiversity is there. So this is now then when we talk about this one, I had given that means that introduction of that species area relationship. Means when area is increasing, the species also increasing. Means that richness of a species directly proportional to area. If area is increasing, richness of species also increasing, right. Means they both are moving side by side. If less area, less species. If more area, more species. So one graph and one formula is also given by Humboldt. Now then in next session we will do that one. Okay. Now then have a nice day. Enjoy your studies. Do your work, right. And now then after completing one chapter, then you will submit your homework.